I've seen people actually, interestingly, I have a friend I trade with. He prefers to be anonymous, but no one knows, not even his friends know
he trades.
he
He's a
trades. He's
trader.
also like, I just do online. Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's coming from a point of maybe, being a reserved man? You just don't want people getting into your business, or also maybe people second guessing what or who you really are. I don't know. Would you be in that situation whereby you just don't want to say you are a forex trader?
Yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
because the moment you say that you are a forex trader nowadays,
Uh-huh.
mostly nowadays,
Mhm.
they say that you are a scammer. Personally, when I was starting forex, I told my uncle that I want to do forex. So he asked me, so you want to be a scammer as the other people? I told him that forex is not a scam. There is the real forex. People are making it to be like a scam, but in every scamming business there is a legit one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes it's hard.
Otherwise nobody will be scammed.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
yeah,
Of
because,
course.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's hard sometimes nowadays.
So you
Mostly
prefer
mostly
people
in
not
Kenya.
knowing you're a trader
Yeah.
because they'll think you're sim too. They'll
Yeah,
think.
yeah, of
What about
course.
you, bro?
Ali, for the longest time, you know how much I've been avoiding social media because of I don't want to really feed my brain with the negative energy from
Yeah.
people who don't understand what forex entails.
The Mind of a Trader podcast, where we outthink the market.
If you're in a trade right now, take a pause. If you haven't analyzed the markets, don't move. This might be what you need. This is the Mind of a Trader podcast, where we cut through the noise, focus on execution, and break down the mindset behind every move. This is where real traders meet strategy. Of course, I am your host, presenter Ali, and this is where discipline meets strategy. Welcome to another episode and another round table, the second one, of course. And today I'm joined by amazing guests, and of course, they are traders. And we're about to share just a few insights, in the trading industry. And I will start from my immediate left. Of course, you guys, please introduce yourselves.
Okay, thank you. My name is Odipo the Trader. That is how I'm referred to in social media. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and also he hasn't mentioned, but he is the head of trading in our academy. He will highlight that in a few.
Okay. My name is Matthew FX. I'm also a trader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Bravo Trades,
Yes.
and yeah, I'm a trader and a teacher.
I'll start with a very general question. We've been trading the whole year. We
Yeah.
are coming to the end of the year. Of course, December, the markets are kind of slow.
Yeah.
That's what most traders say, and they say that, we don't trade in December. I just want to know, I'll start with you, Matthew. How
Yes.
has the year been for you if you compare it with like the previous years you've been as a trader?
So for me, I started trading last year, April. So the real trading, I started it at, let's say, August, somewhere there, because the last like 3-4 months, I was just doing demos and practicing all those. But from August, vitu zimekuwa different sana.
Okay.
Na so far so good. Nikikombea last year na this year, vitu zimekuwa different sana.
You've seen a lot of progress.
Yeah, a lot of, because kuna change kubwa sana. Nikikombea last year, pesa zenye nilikuwa napata kutoka kwa forex market si zenye napata sahi.
Yes.
Na next year si zenye nitapata bado.
Interesting.
Unaona?
Yeah.
Unajua the good thing about forex, the more you stay in the market, the more na learn vitu mob. Inakuanga a learning process.
Yes.
Unaona?
Yeah.
Kama leo napata $10, in 2 months hautakuwa napata $10.
Yes.
Itaongezeka.
True.
So what I can say about the forex market is that it needs a lot of patience, consistency, and discipline also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm going to come to you with another question, but
Yeah.
before that, let's hear what Odipo has to say. Odipo has been in the industry for a while. He's an OG. Let's go.
Okay, for me, I think the year started a little bit slower, and then towards the end, I think Yeah, it's one of the best years I'll say that I've had.
Okay.
Yeah, despite trading for so long, of course I've been trading, but as usual, every year you get your own challenges here and there. But the most important thing is that you have to be able to adapt, because if you don't adapt, you are going to have difficulty in the market. So for me, this year has really been nice. I can't complain. And if you want to see that truly what we are saying is the truth, you can anybody can visit the Telegram channel that we have.
Yes,
We have our Telegram there, Ali's Trade. There is where we post most of the trades. So if you just want to verify, but the year has been so far good, we cannot complain.
Yeah. What about you, just Bravo?
Okay, personally, when if I compare like this year and the previous years, because from last year and the previous years, because when did you start forex? When was that? When was it 2020?
2022?
2022. Yes.
Yeah.
But now from 2022 to last year, but I was mainly concentrating on teaching so much. Because there was this school I was working for that teaches forex. So I wasn't trading as much. So if I compare the previous years and this year, has been the most active year for me in trading.
Yes.
And so I can say that this has been generally a better year as far as, because all of this year I haven't done any teaching. I've been just doing the trading, and I can say that this year has been a better year as far as making money is concerned, and also getting deeper into trading, because sometimes you notice that when it's easy to assume that you know so much as a trader, because you've learned the theories and you've studied the charts, until now you start placing trades.
Yes.
Until you start practicing, you get. Now that's when now the rubber meets the road, and
Yes.
that's when you realize I don't know anything. You get.
I have a lot of theory, but practicals.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this year has been that year for me, where I've gone through that process of feeling the rough part of trading, but I can say that it has ended well so far. It's a good year, and it's going to the right good direction.
Let's talk to you, Matthew, for a moment, because I love the fact that I've seen your growth, and August and December.
Yeah.
It's just like 3 months.
It's a short time.
And many people normally think that, it has to take you 6 years, it has to take you 10 years. Yeah. Of course, if you've been there for 6 years and put in the work, you're going to have more experience in the markets. What would you attribute your success to in terms of you moving from beginner to almost pro in like 3 months? Would you say it's the discipline? Would you say it's the patience? Or what would you attribute that success to? Because we have many people who've been in the market, and honestly speaking, they've not been able to see the success that you've been able to see.
Personally, I've been doing mentorship for the longest, like around 1 year now. Now, in mentorship, I've met a lot of people, traders, they call themselves traders, but they haven't made any coin from the market. Yeah. For example, there is one of my students alikuwa amefanya trading for like 6 months. Na nikiangalia history yake alikuwa amepoteza 7 million. Hakuna withdrawal, zote ni deposits. Unaona? People think that forex ni kitu unaingia leo, unatengeneza unakuwa millionaire kesho. Yeah. But it's a learning process. Unaona? Now, forex si lazima take 5 years for you to withdraw. Hapana. It's all about venye unaichukulia. Forex is not all about theory. It's all about practice. Unaona? Yeah. Because ukiingia kwa market, ukiopen any position, broker atakuuliza umelearn forex for how long?
Yes.
No. Chenye iko pale ni umepata the right entry. Unaona? Unajua kuanalyze market vizuri ama ujui. Yes. Unaona? So for me, I think chenye nilifanya sana ni ilikuanga about practice. Was not mimi sikulearn about theory sana, but practice ndo nilifanya a lot.
You spent so much time in the charts.
Yeah, in the charts, because every day hadi saa hii says hata Sunday najipatanga kwa chart. Market iko closed but najipata tu kwa chart. Because of what? kitu yenye nililearn about forex is all about practice. It's not all about theory.
Wow. So
Yeah.
practicing and
Practicing, yeah,
has
every day.
enabled you to get where you are in short period of time.
Na in forex kuna kitu inaitangwa lazima kuwe na discipline, lazima kuwe na goal, na lazima kuwe na target.
Yes.
All those ukikosa in forex hakuna, na lazima kuwe patient enough. Unaona? Usione gold na buy ukimbia kufinya buy. Nasemanga, one thing I usually tell my students is that before you open that buy or sell, make sure you have a good reason why you are opening the position.
Yes.
Before you close, usione tu negative when you close. Have a good reason why you are going to close the position.
Yes.
Unaona? So the thing is all about kukuwa na patient. Patient wa kitu ya maana sana. Yeah, you wait there. The market ifike kwa demand zone yako ama supply zone yako, you sell or you buy.
Yes.
Hivyo tu unajua the best thing ama the good thing about this market, we deal with buying and selling only. Hakuna kitu ingine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Amazing. We're going to move a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But let's talk about strategies.
Yeah.
Beginner traders normally have, this misconception of there is a strategy that works better than another. There's a strategy that is easier. There's a strategy that's harder. Let's talk about, let's generally just speak about strategies. Yeah. And I want to understand your perspective in terms of sticking with one strategy. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And also
sticking with one,
diversifying,
yeah,
or maybe using one strategy as a confirmation. Okay. Because I see most people do that. I personally do that. I for people who know me know that I use SMC, I'll use trend lines, then I'll use one to just confirm my entry. And I'm currently learning a new strategy from this guy. Okay. So it's very interesting. So what's your take on like strategies in that order?
Okay, I think one of the major problems that students face at the beginning of their journey is they tend to get mentors who are not serious with them. It is unlikely for somebody to change their strategy at the beginning of their journey if they found a hands-on mentor. But then if you are just taken into a group, added to that group, and then you are being taught, let's say 100 of you, 20 of you, 30 of you, most likely you guys are going to learn at different pace. And once you are left behind, and then you are told that the teaching is done and people have graduated, that means that they expect you guys to be trading, and then you realize that you did not get anything at the end of it. That is where the problem begins. That is how these upcoming mentees or mentees start to miss the point. So you see them strategy hopping from one strategy to the other because they had a wrong foundation at the beginning of all of it. Yeah. So to me, I feel like it is not a must that you strategy hop. There is no holy grail at the same time. It's only start with the wrong footing. Once you are out of, you veer a little bit, it's like that. Because you're going to learn from me, let's say SMC, and then after some times, I leave you alone. I don't hold your hand until you can be able to generate your own trades.
Yes.
So what will happen is that you will try to fill that knowledge gap. And for that reason, you're going to go to YouTube. And for example, here we have so many mentors that come to this podcast, of this Mind of Trader podcast. So you will see them do analysis, and then it is slightly similar to what I taught you. So in the end, you try to fill that knowledge by what you are learning there.
Yes.
But in real sense, what is happening is this: you just never understood what you are taught in the first place. If you did understand what you are taught and you can be able to execute it, you wouldn't strategy hop. True. So that is the major problem that people find it difficult to cope with at the beginning of their journey. But if you get a good mentor, or you learn from wherever you're going to learn, and then somebody holds your hands-on until the time that you are able to see their thought process, how they execute their trades, how they manage their trades, how they deal with stop losses, how they react, or what they do after they have taken their trades, hit take profit or hit stop loss. That is what is called the thought process of a trader. because trading starts from preparing the strategy itself that you trade. It doesn't matter whether it is support and resistance, whether it is wages, whether it is just chart patterns, SMC, Fibonacci, Heikenashi if you want. Yeah, there are so many.
Yeah.
So if you are able to understand from somebody you learned from, just go and ask yourself this question while you watch this video. For where you started learning, did that person hold your hands on?
Yes.
Because as I'm talking to you, I spent a lot of money on mentorship. Why? Because I never used to find somebody who is holding my hand from the beginning so that I can see your thought process. You see, I can come right now and we are going to show you in some podcast how we do our analysis. Then after I've shown you and I leave you like that, that is not your strategy. In most occasions, you will need me to see me execute it live in the market for some times. Once you see me, you will be asking me and also knowing my thought process, because I'll be explaining that now I'm expecting this market to pull back and then I execute.
Yes.
Those kind of things or thought process are not within the strategy. You need that mentor to see the reasoning process.
To walk you through
To walk you through the process of that particular trade, from preparation to execution to trade management to even journaling.
Yes.
Once you do that, you will not be strategy hopping, and you will find yourself having a lot of confidence. Because, for example, we will recommend that you take our classes and maybe learn for 1 month, 2 months, depending on how busy you are or how lazy you are. Once you are done, the reason why I'm saying so is because, like Ali said, I'm the one that these students pass through me the most, because that is how we've divided our duties. So they pass through me the most. And what happens is this: most of these people are lazy. But if you're hardworking enough, you should be able to take 1 month. And then after 1 month, I recommend that you backtest for at least not more than a month. Because when you're backtesting and you're seeing the strategy working the way your depot taught you, what happens is you are spiking your dopamine. And then now that reward cycle keeps going on and on. So that means that somebody may backtest for 1 year. Instead, what you need to be doing is to go to the market and execute. Because
they're doing what is called mental stimulation.
Yes. That is the dopamine they keep striking. And then they think that this strategy, now that it's working well, that is how it's going to work for you in the market. But you see, it is different, because in the market, there is something that you will be having that you didn't have during the backtesting, which is emotion.
Sure.
So once emotion kicks in the market, you're going to make so many mistakes. Even us, we still make mistakes. Ali knows we do make mistakes sometimes, but not frequent, because of how much we've been in the game. So once you start forward testing and you journal your trade, I teach people how to journal simply. Even while you're watching this thing, if you're having problem journaling, just go and open a private channel group of Telegram. Then post your trade there with captions.
Yes.
That is how simple I journal. And then if you want to go the technical route of journaling, then there are other softwares for journaling. So that is all I can talk about as per now.
Wow,
but just know that
that was long and good, and I think you've answered most questions. But I would like to hear you in matters of which strategy have you found that it works very well with you?
For me, ICT.
Yeah. Crazy. What about you?
And I wanted to ask him about something about when he was explaining about guys hopping from one
strategy to another.
Okay, now let's say I'm a beginner. I'm just getting started, right? Okay. And most people who find out about Forex and trading generally, it's through social media, right?
Yeah.
And chances are, the way the logarithm works, I will find you today, but since I watch your video tomorrow, at least video will be there. You understand? You have it in mind, right? So I'll be finding myself at a crossroad of having to watch like 4 or 5 people. Different strategies. So if I'm a beginner just getting started, and my level of starting or the beginning places, my beginning level, I've not found a mentor yet.
Or a strategy that works.
What can you advise such a person?
Okay. To be honest, sometimes luck plays a very important role. They say that sometimes you have to kiss very ugly frogs
before you get the right one.
But the people don't kiss the frogs. They just swallow. They meet the prince directly.
Okay.
So
I get the point.
So sometimes there is no perfect way of finding a perfect person to teach you. The only thing is that you should be able to have some instinct. If something smells like a fish,
Chances are it is one.
Yes.
Probably it is one.
Maybe what else, what I can also add on that really worked well for me when I was beginning is, you see, there are many strategies out there, and look for one. Of course, there's no strategy that is 100%, no matter how good it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are happening in the market,
Yeah.
including spoofing,
Market manipulation.
market manipulation, and
That's
many
so
other things.
Yeah.
So, all strategies do work, not just just that they don't work every day. So, first of all, I think what worked for me was looking at a strategy that I find easy to understand. Okay,
Yeah.
because you can just watch thousands of videos of a
Videos.
single strategy and you just don't get anything.
That's what I
about
did the
it.
first time when I was starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch this strategy, you don't get it. You watch this, you don't get it. But when you get one that feels or looks familiar or feels simplified, that is a good place to start. Because at the end of the day, learning multiple strategies will help you with the knowledge, but it will never help you in the market. Because you see, if I make $10 out of the market, it is never written like this one is from Trendline,
Yeah, sure.
this one is from SMC.
Yeah, money is money.
Money is money. Yeah. So in fact, I normally tell people, like, if you can find the easiest strategy to use
The easier
that
the better.
works, please take it.
Okay,
Is
let me add something on to that.
Yeah.
The truth is this: at some point during the beginning of your journey, everything will seem to make sense, but they don't work.
Yes. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Everything makes sense, and when somebody is explaining a strategy, it looks like a holy grail.
Yes.
Until you go to the chart, that is when you realize that is day and night.
Yes.
There's a
That
very
was
big
content.
difference. Yes, that was just content. So, based on that, if you identify a niche strategy that you like, let's say you like Fibonacci, let's say you like ICT, like somebody, myself, I understand ICT in and out.
Yeah, sure.
I understand SMC, I understand Fibonacci, I understand support and
CRT.
risk. CRT is in ICT. So what I can advise you to do at the beginning of a journey is this: once you identify something that you like, not necessarily working,
Yeah, something you're attracted to.
yes, something you're attracted to. Now that is when you activate the due diligence process. And the due diligence is as simple as this. First of all, you try and avoid people posting crazy money in the internet. Most likely, it is not true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because all of us seated here know very well how the market works.
Sure.
And that is why we don't even post those crazy monies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So avoid, first of all, don't be attracted so much in your due
Big
diligence
figures.
with the big figures. Probably they are demos.
In fact, the big
Sure,
figures are the ones you're supposed to avoid.
Yes,
Yeah.
you should be avoiding.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you need to be doing is try and find out if the guy has a community. And if they have a community, try and see if they are posting possibly an before chat
after.
and then
After.
an after chat. And
Also
be-
look out for edits.
Yes, and be aware that there is called bar replay. That is why if you check in our Telegram, public Telegram group, I always post plus the time.
Yes.
And then if you take a screenshot, somebody like me who understand a little bit of IT, what happens is this: once I post a screenshot, just take that screenshot and then download it in your computer. After that, click properties. Then you will see the metadata of that particular screenshot. So if I used a bar replay and then I edited the time, the metadata of that thing is not going to be lost.
Yeah, it will be the same.
Yes, it will be the same. You realize that what I'm showing here as before and after were taken at the same time.
Yes.
And most probably they are taken after the TP has been
yes,
hit.
yes.
And in that case, you need to start seeing that as a fish. And it is smelling.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, let's also look at the progress that I think we as traders in the industry have actually been able to make. I mean, not the money, not the cars, not everything. Let's just start from, I think 3-4 months ago or 2 months ago, we had like the crazy Sim2 thing on Forex and everything. But I feel like we've been able to grow the industry from a point of Forex ni scam
Yeah.
to not a point of people saying Forex works to people just saying ikitu inawaka kweli.
Yeah,
I think
let's
that's
give
good
Yeah, sure.
progress. What do you guys think? Like when we were starting out in the industry, people could not even listen to you guys. They would
Yeah,
just
sure.
say, Forex ni scam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But nowadays they're like,
It's
ikitu
fine.
inawaka.
Yeah.
Ikitu ni ukweli.
Yeah.
This is scam.
Yeah.
So they've come from a point of being dismissive to a point of being inquisitive.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's a big move we've been able to do.
Correct.
What do you think?
Personally, I think that has been one of the biggest shifts by the in the industry.
Yeah.
And I think that is a big up to the guys who have stuck with the game, because we know, like in our country right now, the game is filled by, okay, it's dominated by people who are not real. So it's something that we are still going to fight for quite some times. And when I say fight, I mean just us doing the right thing and the people who are doing the wrong thing just to continue until you get to a place where the light that is we are shining is too bright that their darkness just can't dim us. Understand? So it's been quite a process. And in fact, nowadays, if, like, personally, from where I'm sitting, I wasn't really surrounded by people who are really I'm not surrounded by skeptics so much. By my choice, that is. So I don't really get that people asking me if this thing is real or not. But from a social media point of view, I can tell you that what we have done is a big deal, and it's just the fact that we have kept the focus and just the right people doing the right thing, and authentic thing can always be seen. You understand?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Because, for instance, bro, we know very many people who, for instance, would like to soil your name just to get views. It's easier to soil somebody who is famous name, so that, because we love money clicks and you'll get views. So there is also that group of people who will, of course, give information, false information about you, just to make it look like you're a bad person. But when you realize that this has happened, like, people have been doing this for quite some times, and especially when you say that you're doing forex, when you declare that, they start digging to find out who did you trick, who did you steal money from,
Who did you scam,
who did you scam. And we know that the people who do this, occasionally we hear this person, I don't want to mention names, but we know, like, the people who are scammers in the name of forex, there's always traces of situations where we have found out, and there are evidence to show that these people are not real traders and they're stealing from people.
Yeah.
But on our side, we have always kept it clean, and that's why even however much they try to look for the fault, they're not finding it. And I think when the people look for the fault enough and they don't get it, they start realizing that maybe this thing might be working.
Yes.
So the only thing we need to do is continue doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, continuously.
Wow.
And then, of course, about the SIM2 thing, I think that's a moral thing. That is just something that you just need to keep a thick skin and accept, because, like, the world we are at right now, that's a normal.
I've seen people actually, interestingly, I have a friend I trade with. He prefers to be anonymous, but no one knows, not even his friends knows he
He's a
trades.
trader.
He's also like, I just do online, Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's coming from a point of maybe, being a reserved man, you just don't want people getting into your business, or also maybe people second guessing what or who you really are? I don't know. Would you be in that situation whereby you just don't want to say you are a forex trader?
Yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because the moment you say that you are a forex trader nowadays, mostly nowadays, they say that you are a scammer. Personally, when I was starting forex, I told my uncle that I want to do forex. So he asked me, so you want to be a scammer as the other people? I told him that forex is not a scam. There is the real forex. People are making it to be like a scam, but in every scamming business, there is a legit one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes it's hard.
Otherwise, nobody will be scammed.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's hard sometimes nowadays.
So you
Mostly-
prefer
mostly
people
in
not
Kenya.
knowing you're a trader,
Yeah.
because they'll think you're SIM2. They'll
Yeah.
think
Of
what
course.
about you, bro?
Ali, for the longest time, how much I've been avoiding social media because of I don't want to really feed my brain with the negative energy from people who don't understand what forex entails. The loudest people are people with no clues, unfortunately.
Sure.
And then I've been a situation whereby I'm dealing with people whose souls have really been damaged in the forex industry.
Yes.
The students we get, most of them have really been damaged outside here.
Yes.
To a point of whereby redeeming somebody becomes a very big problem,
Yeah.
because they fall prey
Yeah.
to people who are really malicious in the industry. So all I can urge people is try as much as possible to do your due diligence. And then you see, people are always scammed at the point of their greed. it is at that greed
Yes.
that is when you
That's why
are
meet
captured.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so try and avoid, question things twice. If you don't question twice, you're going to be scammed. I understand that in every industry there are scammers. If you go to real estate, you'll find scammers.
course.
Doctors.
Yeah.
Doctors, there are scammers,
Engineers,
bankers,
everywhere,
engineers.
yeah.
Yes. So the only difference is this. This is one of the careers that pays the most, and then we deal on monetary values only.
Yes.
So that is why it is so loud. So given that it is so loud, and then you are promising people money, it gives you easy opportunity to lure people who want quick access to money. Please avoid being somebody who value the get rich quick schemes. That is the point at which people are scammed. So try also to avoid getting into the negative energy of the same too. That was a content and
It was
and content.
Yeah.
These things have got seasons.
Yes.
It will be same too. Next time it will be something else.
else.
So for
Same
me, I don't really like social media and knowing and staging myself as a forex trader because of that negative energy. To me, I prefer to make my money peacefully and then move my life peacefully. Yeah, that is why you see most of the time I avoid social media as much as you want to place me in it.
Okay. Before we wind up,
Okay.
I want to know what has been one thing that has kept you going as a trader this year. One thing.
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah.
Number one, where I come from. Man, I fear poverty so badly.
Yes, yes.
So sometimes when I feel like just letting this thing go, and I'm coming from a third world country where getting a job is not easy,
Yeah.
and God presented me with this gift called Forex.
Yes.
When I see it as a gift, by the way, that's one of the things that keep me going, by the way. Then number two is the fact that I'm not stupid. And why I'm saying I'm not stupid is because there's a question that people ask that, is Forex real? You get? The moment somebody asks that is not even somebody we can talk to because you're very stupid.
Mostly when we are doing mentorship.
Yes.
They will ask you, how will I know that you are
is real.
legit?
Yeah.
That you are legit.
Yeah, so what I'm saying that is, already if you're somebody asking whether Forex is real or not, it means you're not even ready for Forex because from back when we were in school, we knew that there was currency exchange.
Yes,
So
yes.
we knew Forex was real.
Yeah.
So I think the only question somebody could be asking is the person teaching me this thing or the person showing me this thing or the broker I'm working with is real or not?
Yes.
Forex itself, you cannot argue whether it's real or
not.
not.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So that is what's beside the point. I just wanted to add something on that issue about being legit or not. Then number two, the guys who get to Forex, then you learn a few things because you saw the charts going upwards, then you're like, you're supposed to buy, then you're like, then suddenly the trend line maybe changes, then the direction of the candlesticks, they change from buying to selling. Then you notice that maybe you had a small account because many people that I know start Forex with like $10. you
Most
see.
of them.
Yeah, so that can easily be blown because we know how the currencies work. They're very volatile. It can go up and down, and when it hits your stop loss, your little money is gone to feed the bigger fish. So when that happens to you, you have not been scammed. You just lost. You see, you just go back, ask the person who taught you how to do it better next time, how to risk better, and how to even manage your risks. Anything beyond that, if you lose and all that, is not nobody scammed you. If I'm the one who taught you, then you go and make a loss, or if you go to somebody who gives you a bot, they just sold you something that doesn't work. But the Forex itself, where you get and deposited your money, nobody stole your money, your money is safe. You get? So, yeah, so generally, what has kept me going is, of course, number one, that one. Then number two, of course, hanging around with people who do the same things. Because with the country where we are in right now, there's so much noise about this game we are in. So if you really keep yourself in an environment where people tell you that it is so much impossible, we are like sponge. With the time, you'll just absorb it. Before you realize, your motivation goes down, then you trade less, and before you know it, just wait for one small loss, and you are gone because there's so very many echo chambers in your head that is confirming to you that this thing is not working. So mine is just wherever I'm coming from, the poverty I'm coming from, for lack of a better word, and just spending time around the people with the like-minded people, mainly Forex traders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. What about you?
The thing is, poverty
Poverty is the
is the
enemy.
enemy. Because the
And all
background
your
I come
enemies are
from,
suffering.
hey bro,
Including poverty.
poverty is the enemy. Is the enemy. And then the other thing is about being free financial freedom.
Thank you.
Financial freedom. Sahii kuna mtu ako kazi. Unaona? But we are free because of what? Chat bado ina run. Unaona? Kesho ujiulize utakula nini, utaishi wapi, utaishi aje. Utapata do. Unaona? That's the thing. Yenye nafanyanga niendelee at least every day I wake up and open the chart. Analyze the market, at least nione kama nitapata kitu.
Yes.
Unaona? Na si lazima upate pia.
Of course.
Si kila siku inakuanga Sunday.
It's like any other
Unaona?
business. There are good days and bad days.
Kitu yenye nafanyanga niendelee and every day to be on that chart is that I need a financial freedom.
Yes.
Because I've been employed kutoka 2019 after form 4. You know? So I'm tired of that.
Okay. My friend, what about you? What has kept you going for the past?
Okay, let me
few
use Kiswahili because it will sound better.
Okay.
Madharau of poverty.
Ni unadharau poverty ama poverty inakudharau?
If you don't have money, poverty inakudharau.
Yeah.
So it is the despise that comes from poverty
Yeah.
that keeps me a lot going.
Yeah.
The second reason is that my dreams are so big that employment cannot accommodate.
Sure.
For that reason, I can only go through the route that I know best suits it. When I took this journey, most of my teacher friends, all of them left me because their goals are closer in teaching than I am.
Yes.
So I ended up being a lone wolf.
Yes.
So it is my dreams that are so big that somebody cannot employ me to accommodate them.
Yes.
And then another thing, as usual, it is the time, financial, and space freedom.
Yes.
I want to travel anywhere I want. I should be going without somebody telling me that I need to take permission.
Yeah.
And then I need to wake up whenever I want. And then at the same time, I need to have money to sort my things. So that is the only thing that can give you such level of freedom is if you have massive business, or which will still be demanding, or if you do forex.
Or if you are a CEO of a major company.
Of a major
But
company.
you'll still have to wake up
You'll still
very
have to wake
early.
up.
You'll still
Actually,
be
it is only
accountable to the director of the company.
Yes.
Oh yes.
It is only for
And even being that CEO,
Yes.
What percentage of the universe are it's CEOs?
Very
It's like
few.
0.00001%.
Yes.
Yes, so it is that particular freedom of time, space, and financial that that forex gives me. That is what keeps me going. So people who are doing forex, people who have had a rough year, please don't give up. Just know that you don't need to push yourself to the wall. Sometimes this thing take time.
Sure.
It just depends with how you started.
Yeah.
Just don't give up. Know that if it worked for somebody like so and so, it is going to work for you. And very many good traders are not online.
Yes.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
So for that reason, just know that you will be one of them wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patient.
Okay, maybe for me, I can just add a few things other than poverty and the freedom that comes with it, like time freedom, financial freedom, and everything. I think for me, what has kept me going is the change.
Okay.
Forex changes you as a person.
Sure.
Through risk management, you're actually going to change even the way you spend your money. Not even in the charts, but just generally.
Yeah, sure.
Through things like waiting for setups for hours. Sometimes we could wait for a setup with Odipo for like 2 days.
And it's not a guarantee.
And then we wait for it to pull back. It doesn't, it just goes.
Yeah.
So so patience.
Yeah.
Things like avoiding greed. Generally speaking, these values, FOMO,
Delayed gratification.
delayed gratification, these things, when now you assimilate them in your life, in different areas of your life, it just changes you as a person. You are more relaxed, you are more patient, you are risk averse?
Yeah.
You are risk averse. You have no greed. When you hear people, kuna hii sherehe, kuna hii, you have no FOMO, because the values that you're getting from trading, actually, you're actually even now, putting them in your life.
Yeah, sure.
And for me, I love change, and I love being a better version of myself every time.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the most beautiful things that trading has given me. And today we've had amazing nuggets of wisdom. And guys, you can only get more of this coming Saturday at Sarit Center Expo for the KE Summit, KE Trader Summit. That is the Kenyan Trader Summit that is going down on Sarit at Sarit Expo, kuanzia saa 6:30 till jioni. And of course, entrance is absolutely free. We're going to be having amazing traders. We're going to be there to share their journey. We're going to be there to share, many things that they've gone through. Of course, we're going to have Bravo Trades. We're going to have Matthew Fairx. We're going to have him as the MC of the day, DD Quest. All your favorite traders, guys, are going to be there. So make a point. We are looking at getting 1,000 people filling that hall. So guys, come one, come all. And I want to thank you guys so much for gracing the podcast today. And of course, I do invite you to the summit. Please, guys, just come. Let's have fun. Let's mentor young people. Come there, get your mentor. If you get a free mentor, if you get a paid mentor, if you just come, interact, and learn a lot about the industry. So thank you so much, guys, once more. Really appreciate your time.
And you forgot to tell them that Mbosso is also coming.
Oh. We're going to be having amazing entertainment. And of course, this is the first event that we are doing. And we feel like, people last time came, they had some drinks. But this time, we're giving you guys free
Full
meals.
course.
Actually, you should come because if you prove to me that you're serious, you may land a free mentorship.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow, amazing. If you prove to him
that you're serious.
that you're serious, you can learn.
For free.
So, guys, thank you so much. One last question. What is the biggest trading advice you can give anyone who's watching right now? I'll start from you.
Okay. For me, like I have said before, is if you are starting, please ensure that you do your due diligence. And then once you identify and ascribe to what you see online that you like, for example, in terms of strategy, keep digging more to find out if they are legit. And then once you lock in, please don't give up. That is the most important thing. Just know that the best traders are not online, and you will be one of them.
Wow, amazing.
Okay, for the beginners, before you start Forex, do your research. And then when you enter the market, no quitting until we win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my one advice I can give you if you are a beginner is, number one, this is just something we were just saying just before we started this podcast. That if you're just about to get into an entry, I'm just assuming now you've started trading. If you've analyzed your strategy well enough and you've analyzed the market well enough, if the answer is not a hell yeah, the answer is a no. Don't trade. Because most of the time, the trade you're not part of is better than a wrong one that you are part of. Then number two, another advice, this one is now for both the beginners and intermediates and advanced, is that it's not only when you're on the chart you're trading. It's not only when you are withdrawing that money you're trading. Also, the very important part, when you're waiting for the right entry. So there are three parts. Don't be so much in a hurry to get into a trend. Don't be so much in a hurry to get out just because you saw that your stop loss is going to be touched.
It's almost being
yes.
hit, yeah.
You can wait before you start so that the entry is good enough. Wait while you're trading. And also, don't be so much in a rush to get out.
Yeah, I'll just thank you so much for all those nuggets of wisdom. But for me, I'll just mention one thing. Hope is the biggest killer of what traders. Don't trade with hope. Trade with skill. See you guys in the next podcast. I've been your host presenter, Ali. This has been the Mind of a Trader podcast.
The Mind of a Trader podcast, where we outthink the market.